What's going on, everybody? This is Daniel here with Rally Performance, and I am back with another video. Now, today we're going to talk about something extremely important that I've been getting a lot lately. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, I do have some notes here, so I want to make sure I give you guys all the information possible, so just bear with me here. Now, today's topic is going to be compound lifts versus isolation lifts. Now, with that topic being in mind, it doesn't matter what your fitness goal is, whether that's muscle gain, whether that's fat loss, whether you're training for endurance or a specific sport. This topic can cover a wide, broad range of all fitness levels. So first, we're going to talk about compound exercises. Now, just to give you guys a brief description on what a compound lift is, it is basically a lift or a movement that requires multiple muscle joints or movement from a muscle joint. So that could be examples like your traditional deadlift, your back squat, bent over row, and your military press. Now, if you're new to fitness or if you've been previously sedentary, these exercises may not be for you just yet, but compound exercises are definitely a baseline of functional fitness. It is definitely something that you should look into when it comes to achieving whatever fitness goal you have in mind. It is the foundation, the first layer of fitness. So the good thing about doing these compound lifts is that you are able to hit multiple muscle groups by just doing one exercise. An example would be your traditional deadlift. Now, your traditional deadlift hits the hamstrings, the quads, your lower back, and your core. Now, just think about that for a second. We're doing one lift, but it's targeting 4 muscle groups. Now, I don't know about you all, but I definitely like to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour in the gym. I don't like to spend any time over that. This is why I like doing compound lifts, because I'm able to hit all the muscle groups I need to hit within a short period of time. Now, many of you may want to hit every single muscle group, and I'm gonna get into that later in the video, because you feel like that's the most efficient way to work out. But I'm telling you right now, doing compound lifts is definitely gonna shave off a lot of time for you. Now, another great benefit of doing compound lifts is that it is great for lean mass and fat burn. Again, because you are hitting more muscle groups and it's a cross-body movement, you're able to burn more calories versus doing isolation movements. So that's something that you need to look into as well. And one final benefit that I've noticed of doing the compound lifts is you definitely have more flexibility and more mobility throughout the lifts. Now, take something as simple as your traditional back squat. You are targeting, 4 muscle groups. You have your quads and hamstrings, you have your lower back, and of course you have your core that you have to squeeze on the lowering phase of the exercise. Now, this is gonna require a lot of mobility as well as flexibility. Now, doing isolated movements isn't gonna help out with that. So when you do your compound movements, just make sure that you have the proper form and the proper coordination, because it's definitely gonna help you out in the long run. Now, with all that being said, we went over the compound movements, we went over the benefits and everything, the breakdown of it. So we're now gonna get into the isolation movements. Now, the basic breakdown of isolation movements, it's kind of self-explanatory, but many of you who don't know, it is basically when you are isolating a single muscle group, something like your bicep curl, your tricep extension. You're just basically trying to focus on that specific muscle to either grow it or burn it. Now, a benefit of doing isolation movements would be that you're particularly working on the form of that muscle. So again, like the bicep curl, if your whole goal is to get bigger biceps, then isolation will be good for you in the long run, because you can focus on your bicep curl. There are specific movements that you can do to increase the bicep curl, to burn it out. I will be doing some functional and isolation movements videos in the future, so look out for that. But again, these movements are gonna help you focus strictly on the muscle that you're trying to grow. And another good benefit for new exercisers who are looking into doing more isolation movements is that this is definitely a injury prevention. So as opposed to your compound lifts where you're doing multiple muscle groups, more joint movements, your isolation movement is only doing one movement. So you're less prone to injuring yourself because you're only focusing on one muscle. Now, with all that being said, I hope all this information I've given you guys, I know it's been a mouthful. I hope it's been very informative for you all. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing some more videos like this where I break down certain exercise functionality, things like that. And leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next. I'm gonna be doing some nutritional videos. I want to get you guys involved, see, exactly what you guys want to see. So this has been Riley Performance, and I'm gone.